Today I am unboxing an Erin Condren box because it's here, it's here, it's here. The new Erin Condren Teacher Planner. I am so excited it's here. It's taken every fiber of my being not to open this box the minute the postman left it at the door. But I was like, nope, gotta open it with you guys. And so I'm going to open the box and I'm going to show you the cover. And then, as I usually do, I'm going to turn the camera around and try to show you, like, side by side my old planner versus the new planner and compare, see what's the same, what's different. And then as we're going through it, I'm also going to do like a little planner year in review to show you how I used my planner this year and whether it was still working for me. So, but first, let's unopen the box because I want to see what's in the box. Okay, inside, get the bill. And then it comes, as always, wrapped beautifully. It says, "Be strong," and I think this is a sticker. And then you always get a little postcard, and this says, "The things we love tell us exactly who we are." And then finally, you have your little enjoy sticker that comes inside your box. And I feel like I should have a drum roll or something as we tear this little bad boy open. Okay. And then inside, they always do a wonderful job of bubble wrapping everything and making sure that everything is safe and secure and perfect. So, take out the bubble wrap. The first thing in the box are the colorful date dots. Right now, if you buy a teacher planner, they're throwing in the date dots for free. And these aren't that expensive. I want to say these are like $4.95 if you buy them. So, but I do love the date dots because it just puts more color in your calendar. And then I also ordered for myself a monogrammed notepad. So this says Mrs. Tina Marie Bietler and my school. And it matches the print of my planner. And they come with little sticky tabs on the back, and I'll show you what that's for in a minute. And then, oh, here it is. Ooh, new pouch. Okay, so this was the one I purchased. A teacher opens a mind and teaches a heart. Oh, and then it has my name. And as I've done in previous things that I've ordered, I've learned, I know she's always going to put the first word as a solid color, and then she does a rainbow effect on the rest. And I like the rainbow effect, so instead of just saying Mrs. Bietler, I went ahead and put my entire name there so that it all came out with the rainbow effect. And I do like it. It definitely adds more color to what would otherwise be a rather plain cover. But I liked the chalkboard theme. In fact, I can't even begin to tell you how close I came to reordering the exact same cover I purchased last year. But I went with the new one and I love it. And again, you will see the print here inside the cover that matches the notepad I purchased. And so one of the new things right off the bat she did this year was she put in a whiteboard on the inside cover. So you could actually put some notes here and you can use either a dry erase marker or a vis-a-vis and then wipe it off with water. So that's something new. I don't know how often I will use this for whiteboard purposes, but I like the idea of using the inside cover instead of it being wasted space. And then with the back cover, you can either have another whiteboard, or there's two memo pads here, not just one. You get a set of two. You can mount one of the memo pads right here on the inside of your cover. This way, when you go to meetings or in services, because I take this with me everywhere, you will always have as much paper as you could possibly need. So, but with that, I'm going to go grab my old planner and we're going to look at these two together because I'm so excited. I mean, I'm like really, really excited. Probably ridiculously so, but I am. So let the fun begin. As I said earlier with the books, I still went with the chalkboard theme on my new cover, and here's my old one as you've seen it many times before. And my original one also came with one of these rulers, which I will take off for the purpose of this video, because if you're not using it, it actually kind of gets in the way. So the covers are still interchangeable. The new ones come off just like the old ones did, and then you just press it back in to get it back on. Just like that. And again, I'm sorry if I shake the camera. One of these days I'll actually buy the proper rigging. When you open the covers, this is the new one, and they've made a whiteboard right here to write messages on. My old one was just black on the inside, but I taped a cafe menu to the inside of my old planner so that I could always have the cafe menu there. Let me adjust this so I can get both in frame. And then one of the things I love about the new one right off the bat, is that the pouch comes off. And you can place the pouch wherever you want. A lot of times they will put the pouch, well always, she's put the pouch in the back of the teacher planner, and it did not come out. It was stuck there. And there's been many a time for me that makes a lump in the middle of the book that I'm trying to write on. This time around, she solved that problem by sending you a 4-inch coil clip, which will stick to your pouch right here, and then you can stick this wherever you want, whether you want it in the back, want it in the front, or if you don't want it at all, and you just want to keep this as a separate thing in your teacher bag. I love the fact that the pouch comes out. This right off the bat, I love the fact that the pouch comes out, because for me it did get in the way, but yet I did use it. I used it a lot actually. Alright, the front of the page right away it says teacher lesson plan, and as you can see there's still an apple motif on it, but this one's a little busy. This one just seems to be a little bit cleaner of a look. There's less apples here, so if you wanted to somehow customize this your own way, you can. And when you turn the page, last year's said, what we learn becomes a part of who we are, and I have every intention of tearing this page out and buying like a frame of some kind and hanging that on the wall. This year it says, the influence of a good teacher can never be erased. So you've got your inspirational quotes, and this page basically I just realized I'm showing my passwords. These pages stayed the same. Instead of a solid green apple, you have the new like pencil lined apple. Otherwise, they're absolutely identical. Turn the page, you still have your classroom events and volunteers and your helpful hints for the substitutes. Although, as you know, this book is never left for subs because I have a history of subs and spilt coffee. So, substitute page. And then when you turn, once again, you have holidays and dates to remember. The only thing I see different really is the colors. This one, the old book, is the same colors that she's used for a couple of years. This time around the colors are a little updated, and I think the proper word to say is that they're more bold, if that makes sense. They're definitely more vibrant, more vivid, and I personally like the new color scheme a lot. When you turn to the next page, it says happy birthday to you, and then as you can see I did use these pages and I will definitely use them again. And then the next page is absent. I had plans on using this as a communication log, but my school district actually has a specific form that you must use as your communication log. So honestly, I did not end up using this at all. And in the old one, you had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pages of communication or absent log. In the new one, you have exactly 2. So for me, having only 2 is a plus. It makes my planner less bulky. If you're someone who actually used this as an absentee record or as a communication log, you're losing pages. So that might be a negative for you. Then when you turn, you get to the graphing. And I did what I said I was going to do. I used my graphing section as a place to record all of my professional development training. This way, at the end of the year, I don't have to go looking through desk drawers and random piles of paper for those little half slips or little certificates you receive saying, congratulations, you completed such and such. all of my PD is recorded right here, and I know exactly where it is and how much I had. And then now for graphing paper, you had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sheets of graphing paper. In the new one, you have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so she cut the graphing paper in half as well. So less graph paper. But again, I only used a couple sheets of it for my professional development. Here was your plan your year long range planning, and I do like these pages. Unfortunately, as you guys know, I was out a lot of this year because of surgeries, so a lot of this didn't get filled in, but usually I do have it filled in. And again, you have the new color scheme here, but the design and the amount of planning space is absolutely the same. And then when you turn here, you have a quote, "Life is not about finding yourself, it is about creating yourself." And when I turn here, on this old book, you had 1 page of notes before you entered into the calendar. The new planner, I love it. She gives you 3 pages of note-taking before every month. And now with the August here, you can see that she gave up colors and went to a chalkboard motif. Now, I don't know if the chalkboard motif is just because I purchased the chalkboard cover, or if every teacher planner has a chalkboard motif for their inspirational quotes. I'm not sure about that one. And then when you turn, my first month here was September. This year I went with August because there's a lot of professional development and a lot of things that we do getting ready for school in the month of August. So I actually needed August. As you can see, before I'm shooting this video, I actually did sit down and insert all of my date dots because I love the date dots. I think they're cute. And I've yet to fill out the new calendar. But I do like the calendars. I use everything in here. And then you turn your page. If you're 1 page of notes before October, and again, you have 3 pages of notes. And now here's my new September, and again, it's chalkboard motif. Let me hop over to October. And so if it doesn't change you, it won't change, or challenge, it won't change you. What we learn becomes a part of who we are. So there's that different quote. And this time, instead of having brown as your primary October color, it is all orange. And then note pages. Okay, so apparently every inspirational quote in this book has a chalkboard motif. So with that, I'm going to actually zip through the calendar a little quicker. And I really do love the fact that she did give you more note-taking pages because I use them a lot. So the calendar is basically the same except for a change in color schemes. And I'll real quickly show you the new colors. February is probably very similar, so although instead of red, it's more of a hot pink. March and March. So this one is more pastel. I've noticed though the date dots are the same color. So she had time to revamp the book, but apparently she didn't have enough time to revamp the colors of the date dots. April. Well, I like the new April better. I was never a fan of this purple blue thing. Okay, May. Alright, I love May's new color because May's my birthday month and I'm a big fan of pink. So I'm loving the May. And I have a bunch of papers in here. Here's June. Another June. July. And July. And I kind of like the old July better. I liked having the red there for 4th of July. So that is the calendar. Mostly the same. Now we get to the good part, which is the lesson planning pages. And in my old one here, let me go to here. So once again, the pages have stayed the same. The only difference is a little tweaking of the colors. So on the original, you had a solid green apple with a week number. You still have the same solid green apple with a week number. This one seems to be more pinkish than reddish. It's definitely redder over here. Tuesdays are exactly the same. Wednesday, I like Wednesday better in the new one. It's a prettier green color as opposed to this olive green color. Thursday looks pretty identical, but now instead of Friday being pink, Friday's now blue. And I like that because in this one, Monday and Friday looked a lot alike, whereas here you now have 5 very distinct colors for each day of the week. So I love that she didn't change the layout because to me the layout is perfect, exactly the way it is. Nothing needs to be changed. I wouldn't want it to be different. So thank you, Erin Condren, for not changing the layout because the layout totally works for me. Now we're going to come over to the checklist, and I'm going to use this paper to hide my student names, and then checklist over here. And the checklist is basically identical again. She changed the fonts, and that's pretty much the only difference. The first one is still for the emergency kit, and then I love that every other row is shaded. I love the colors at the top and that the color comes all the way down. Very rarely with this checklist will I put the wrong grade in the wrong place because the color coding makes it almost foolproof. And I don't think she changed the colors on this at all. Well, yeah, if I'm looking here, I'm seeing like a green and a pale blue, and this one's got a dark blue and like a gray. So I think gray is like the only new color on the checklist page. And this year I actually ordered extra checklist pages. The book will come with 7. I ordered 14 because I really like the checklist and I use it a lot. When I'm home grading papers, I want to have the ability to be home and to record my grades in my planner at my leisure, and then the next day when I go to work I just have to open my planner, sit at my computer and literally go, 82 down, 96 down, 100 down, and just go straight down the row alphabetically. So I love the checklist planners, and her checklist planners can be cut so that you can use the same list. I don't cut them in advance because this way if next quarter a child moves and I get 2 new kids, I can rewrite my class list alphabetically brand new every time and have everything neat and tidy. So, and again, I ordered 14 of these this time around. After the checklist, you get an art page, a quote. I have extra stickers in here. And the old one said, "Teaching is the act of sharing knowledge we've been given by others with hope that someday it again will be passed on." The new one, "The art of teaching is to awaken joy in creative expression and knowledge." And like I said for the last full page, I have every intention of cutting this out along here and at Michael's getting some little cheap wooden frame and paint it and then like stick this to the wall and stick the little wooden frame around it. And then here, I tore out my sticker pages, but it did come with a bunch of pre-printed stickers, which I used a lot of them. So these were the ones that came with it: assembly, IEP, duty, staff meetings, furlough, thank God we don't have furlough days, holiday, and then here was, your drills, observations. All of these were parent conferences and progress reports and report cards, reminders, testing, computer lab, library, and then I even had my friend made a template where you could just run a sheet of these through it and print what you even needed on a sheet of these. So yeah, I kind of tear them out and fold them in half so I can have them at hand. The new one has stickers again, and for the first page I'm seeing identical stickers. A whole first row of assembly, IEP, duty, staff meeting, furlough, and holiday. And then when you turn the page, you have your full page of blanks. and I may or may not customize my blank page by going in and filling in the template and then running it through. And this time, when you turn the page, the second page is different because it's flagged, and when you peel them off, they peel off this year. I saw this in another video. They're coming off flagged. So even the edge rows are flagged on both sides. You have a whole row of reminder, progress reports, report cards, benchmark assessments, testing, computer lab, conferences, library, first day, last day, emergency drills, field trips, and observations. I love the new stickers, and these stickers are just like the old ones where you can put them on and peel them off and reapply. So if dates change, you can peel off your stickers and reuse them. And then the second page of blanks is even flagged. So I like this. This is sharp. I think this is really cool. Once you get past all the stickers, you come to your pocket folder. And in my old one, I keep an easy grader because, hello. And then this is the reason I don't fill in my parent contact logs. This is the form we're supposed to use in its place. And now when it comes to the folders, to keep it together folder, the original had the apple motif, and this one is quite colorful and geometric. I can't lie, the teacher in me, I kind of like the apple motif better than this one. But this is very pretty. It's very, very bright, very vivid. So both folders are pretty cool. And then you turn the page. This one had a full pocket again for keep it together. And this one in here has a partial pocket as opposed to a full pocket. And this is something new that she's created where you can buy these little pockets and pretty much stick them on anything. This is one of her new accessories. And I do like the fact that it's a metallic. That is very pretty. Ideas can happen anywhere. And so this would be the platinum. And then moving on, this was the page protector. And there's just one in the original. For the new model, I actually spent $1 and ordered 2 page protectors because I do use these for different things. When I'm on the go, I will slip student notes in there, absence excuses. I'll pop anything in there on a moment's notice. But then I like to have one to have the school year calendar, the full year at a glance on one side, and the other side I put my classroom schedule. So, and then we come to the end of this one, and here you find a bunch of stickers. As you can tell, I use my planner. I use it a lot. Here is the pouch full of stickers as well as additional stickers tucked in here. And I did use the pouch quite a lot this year to hold planning accessories for the planner itself. And this year the pouch comes out but can be attached using a coil clip. And I've got several other of these coil clips in my everyday life planner. These coil clips are surprisingly strong, the 4-inch coil clips, because the first one she came out with were like 1.5 inches, and they were really wobbly and things. It wasn't very secure. Something could pop out. The new ones, they're made of the exact same shape and material as the covers themselves. So it's really not coming off. It's not going anywhere. So I have no fears of this pouch falling out. And then finally, the last thing here is my new pad of paper that I bought that I showed you guys already. And as I said, I have the option of either sticking it in right here and having a pad with me everywhere I go, or just leaving this out and using the inside cover as a whiteboard. And that is everything. That's all for today. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed the comparisons of last year's versus this year's. And as always, if you think you want to get an Erin Condren product, I will be sure to put my referral code in the description box below so you can save $10 off your very first Erin Condren purchase. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more from me in the future, click the subscribe button, and I'll talk to you later.